In this video, we are going to demonstrate how a student can complete a lab exercise in the Forge platform. For this particular video, we have selected the congestion control algorithms over fire, which is a lab exercise focused on TCP congestion control. The exercise consists of two nodes, a server and a client, connected with a link. The student will log in to both these nodes, run a TCP connection between the client and the server, and collect information about this connection. All actions required from the user are described in the instructions of the exercise and can be completed with the use of pre-installed scripts. Let's start the exercise by connecting to the server node. Following the instructions here in the course, we can see that in order to connect to the node, we need to complete these fields here and press login. The information about these fields are provided up here. So if I use these credentials, I will be able to connect to the server node. Once I am connected to this node, what I need to do is, by following these instructions, I need to go to this directory, and in this directory I will find a series of scripts. For this node, the server node, I need to execute the script install, and then I need to execute the script run server. So now the server node has a TCP server listening to a specific port. Following the same instructions, I am going to connect now to the client node. But now the machine that I will connect to is this one. Likewise, we are connected to a second machine, which is the client node. Again, we're going to change directory to /forge/local/forge. We will find again these scripts here, and based on the instructions we have, we are going to execute the following scripts: install, then monitor, and finally we are going to execute the script run client that will allow us to run a small connection for 30 seconds between the client and the server. Now, as you can see here in the server box, we have a connection from the client, and here in the client box we can see some information, some log information about this connection. So I'm going to stop the connection here. I think it goes on for about 1 or 2 minutes, but that's okay, we don't need any more. As you can see here, now that we have completed the connection between the client and the server, a new file has been created, which is the TCP out file. This file here holds information about the connection that we have just created between the client and the server. And we will use now this file here in order to print some information in the log viewer, and also create a graph using the remote graph viewer tool here. So let's begin with connecting to the third box of this course here. Again, we are going to use the same information. But now the log file that we need to check is this one. And we know that it is located in the client machine, as you can see here. So what we need to do here is tell to this box here, to this tool, to connect to the client machine. So once I log in here, we will be able to see all the information about the connection and what has been collected for the TCP connection between the client and the server. This information is provided from a module that we have uploaded, we have installed in the kernel using the script monitor, and gives information about the connection, about which is the client IP and the port IP, the server IP. There is information here about the slow start threshold, the congestion window, and more parameters about the TCP connection. Okay, now that we have seen the log information, we are going to do more or less the same and check the graphical representation of this output. Again, we are going to use the same credentials. And again, here the machine is the client, because this is the node that holds the TCP out file with the information about the connection. So if I log in here, I will see this screen here, and then I need to click on the Get Graph button, and as you can see here, we have a graphical representation. This is not really accurate, because we need right now to provide some additional configuration to the graph viewer.